uh, characteristics of life in the armed forces. The first one is the forces are politically neutral. Our allegiance is only to the constitution. We answer only to the president of India and obviously to the nation and not any political party. We do not support BJP, Congress, etc. etc. We take care of what orders are being given by our immediate seniors, and across the chain you see our senior ऐसे करके it goes till the chief of army staff, and all the three chiefs are ultimately commanded by the president of India. So politically neutral force hai. That is the first exclusive feature. And extreme commitment to purpose. You never see any armed forces, not only India, across the world, uh, highly being committed to their purpose is one feature which you will see across armed forces. So there can be a lot of obstructions. There may be chances of failing here and there, but commitment to purpose is never compromised on. So during this time, you will always value others' lives, others' safety more than your own, which is a very noble thing, an ideal thing to have, but also very important for you to know whether you are that kind of person. So I'm telling all these features so that you understand what the requirement is and look into yourself whether you can be capable of doing these things, given obviously the right training and guidance over the next few days. These are basics which you need to know before we step into SSB preparation. So please understand this. And someone is trying to make notes or scratch on the whiteboard, so please avoid that. Don't disturb others. So yeah, commitment to purpose, I hope you all have understood. Supremacy of the organization is another exclusive feature. The Indian Army's official motto itself is service before self, which also goes on to say you should be able to sacrifice your own happiness, your own well-being, your own safety and comfort in order to uh, up, uphold the values, the requirements, and the purpose of I don't know, someone is to supremacy of the organization. I hope you have understood. Keeping the organization's goals and the country's goals before your own everything, your own comfort, safety, happiness, etc. And obviously, that also comes with a lot of repercussions, which we'll discuss over the next few days. And a few more exclusive features of the armed forces. We have a very strict hierarchy in college or in the corporate or anywhere else in civilian life. You may see people calling each others with names, and you may openly deny your seniors' orders. Let's say your CEO is giving you some task. You can negotiate, you can say no, or you can come to terms with what you want to do. But in the armed forces, that option is not there. There's a very well defined rank and file, and there is no confusion on who commands who. If a person is senior to you in rank, he or she will be the commander, and you will be listening to that person without any questions asked. So that hierarchy, if you can cope up with, if you can accept that hierarchy, and there may be times where you can feel you are smarter than the senior, you are better than the senior, but by virtue you will have to follow an order, and regardless of whether you feel it is right or not, you will have to obey the command. So that is another exclusive feature. And strict regimentation is you are put into a unit and you need to adapt to the unit's way of functioning. There will be a certain style of dressing, a certain routine which starts from morning to late night, and strict code of conduct, strict protocols are put in everywhere, and these rules are very rigid. Unless there is some extremity or unless the organization feels that there should be a change, these rules never change. So you should be able to accept that extremely strict way of life, and unless you are naturally inclined to that style of living, it will be very difficult for any regular person to join and adapt to that lifestyle. And forced community living is another feature where you will be staying with your unit most of your life. Like if you take 20-30 years of service, you would have spent more time with your unit people than with your own family. So if you are ready to live that kind of a life, it may be for anything. It may be for the country, it may be for your own adventure, it may be for the perks and privileges that come with being in the army. But that is a strict given that you will be staying and spending most of your time with your unit men, your officers, your JCOs, and your Jawans. This is forced because of a purpose, because it builds uniformity in behavior, and it builds bonding amongst your troops. And obviously, it forges that operational punch into the unit's functioning. Yeah, and there is also a stark difference between officer cadre and the men cadre. Even if you look at other forces like police forces or paramilitary, that rank difference is a little lesser, because the people will be directly reporting to each other, and there is always, a harmony between the higher ranks and the lower ranks, and they function in a way where orders can be questioned, orders can be uh, negotiated with. But in the armed forces, there is a very sharp difference where officers are treated differently, and they live differently, and they are the ones who plan and lead everything, be it in peace or in war, and men simply follow or execute what is being told. And this difference is required. It has proven to be correct across armed forces throughout the world. And officers are also expected to lead by personal example. It is not like you are passing orders and they'll get executed automatically. They will get executed because you, as an officer, have earned your respect and have proven yourselves in the initial few years. And because after that trust has got built and the men trust you with their lives, those orders will get implemented after a few years when you earn your command. So these are a few features of the armed forces. These were the first three, and these are the next four exclusive features which you need to remember before we step into SSB and what they are looking for and how you need to prepare you. Yeah, good Josh, buddy. You've seen this video till the end, and that already shows me that you have a spark in you. You can become a truly remarkable officer. If you want one on one personal guidance from me, you can always contact me and enroll yourself in my personal guidance program. And this is just the beginning. So keep your spirits high and watch all the remaining videos in this SSB Bro Mentorship Program series. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and make sure you learn and practice regularly. All the best to you. Jai Hind.